Hi guys, I haven't really posted much. I've been pretty busy working out and trying to be healthy. So you can see I now have muscles. Yay! Today I'll be talking about two things. Number one would be Maybelline. So this is gonna be an all Maybelline tutorial. There's just so many good products out there in the drugstore lines, and Maybelline is one of them. The second thing would be doctor's visits. I go to two doctors. One would be a neurologist for my seizures, epilepsy, and this second one would be my psychiatrist, who was referred by my neurologist because apparently epilepsy comes with a lot of depression, and I went through so much depression last year, clinical depression, and had to go through a lot of change and really dark times. So there are things about visiting the doctors that really annoy me. So this is gonna be a chit chat, get ready with me. I'll start off with my favorite Maybelline products. I am currently loving this, which is the Super BB Water Essence. It's a water-based mineral powder, fresh matte Maybelline BB cream. It has SPF 21. I can easily use it with my fingers, and it gives you a matte finish, but not too matte that you look flat. I have a new mirror. As you can see, it's not the ugly one I use. So I got a purple one. It's the year of the ultraviolet. I'll do an ultraviolet makeup tutorial next week. This BB cream actually has very good coverage and goes on very smoothly. I placed a very small amount. I only put it at areas where I really need it. Areas that need coverage, mostly at the side of my nose, on my problematic chin, and my forehead. So it really just gives you a good even canvas. Okay, my neurologist is in Makati Med. He's a good guy. And I also have one in Cebu. They're both great. They explain my condition very well, what I should avoid, what I should take care of, if the medication is working or not. Unfortunately, it can also be expensive because the tests to try to see if everything is okay would be EEGs, and those diagnostic tests are pretty expensive. What I don't like is the waiting. I don't like waiting at the doctor's office. I do not have the attention span of waiting at the doctor's office. Everyone who goes to the doctor's office have, experienced this, and it can be very stressful, especially if you don't know what's going on with you. I'll clean my neck with the excess and just blend it in. Especially if you don't know what's going on with you, or if you're really feeling crappy. So it's a stressful time. You're at the doctor. It's more stressful if you don't know what's going on, and you're just waiting there, when basically you're judging every single patient that's in the waiting room. I don't usually put concealer anymore. I'm very comfortable with the spots I have, even the black little tiny spots on my chin and here. But my favorite Maybelline concealer would be the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I have replaced my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer with this. It's creamier in consistency. It's easier to blend. It doesn't wrinkle as much. And another favorite of mine would be the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. See, it's almost gone. Almost gone. There you go. But I have a backup. I have backup of the stuff I like, especially if I know it's from Maybelline. They run out fast. This, I have a backup of this. I have a backup of this. I can go out with just using the concealer and powder and just leave the house. and that's great. So anyway, I was saying sometimes I judge the people that are at the doctor's office because well, not really judge them, but I wonder what the heck they're doing there. If I'm at the neurologist, well, most likely they're there because they had a stroke or they have a seizure or some kind of brain problem. So I'm very tempted to ask them what they have. A lot of them are older, so they cannot be that open. But it's a game you're waiting for an hour or two. So it's a game I do. Okay, this guy's probably, he had a stroke, or this guy probably has epilepsy. But I'm there for the same thing anyway, so, I think it gives me the right to at least try to kill time while I'm there. Okay, so while waiting, you have to fill up forms and stuff like that, and I try to spy on what the heck they're writing. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't get it right, but it's always fun. I mean, I don't have the attention span needed to be in a waiting room. So when I do get to my doctor's office, I'm really happy, and I'm glad sometimes they give me free medication because epilepsy medications are very expensive. I spent around 4,000 something a month just on medications, so it's difficult. So anything free, I'm happy to get. So any of you guys, if Abbott wants to send me DEPA code, please send me DEPA code. It makes me survive. So I just use the Fit Me concealer, and I will spot conceal on the areas that I don't like this area that I am trying to cover up because it's a pimple mark that hasn't gone away yet. So what happens when I'm in that doctor's office? So they just keep on talking and asking you how you are, how have you been feeling, are the medications working, have you had an epileptic seizure lately, which is really difficult to answer sometimes because I really don't know. Sometimes it just comes and goes, and that's the scary part. But they're very supportive, and they just tell you know what, they just have to adjust this, we're going for 0 seizures. So that's my neurologist. It's more fun to go to the psychiatrist. First of all, a year ago I didn't want to go because I felt that going to a psychiatrist was such a weak thing. My family, my dad would never have approved of it. He would have said, it's all in your freaking head. And I have a very strong personality, and it can be something that we don't really believe in, and a lot of Filipinos do not believe in. So, but I did go instead of doing other things that I should not have been thinking about and should not have been even contemplating on. So I did go to my psychiatrist. She's in Cardinal Santos. She's a very nice woman, and waiting at her office is quite an experience. Again, takes a little time. Sometimes she's not on time. She's doing her rounds. So I try to guess what that person has. Like, the woman beside me who's around 70 who keeps on offering me chips or cookies. And every time she offers me cookies, she wraps it in her Ziploc, puts it back in her bag. And when I'm done, she opens it up, gives me another one, wraps it back in her bag. In between that, she sprays her hand with alcohol gel, and her helper helps her with her hand. She paces around because she does not have the capacity to wait around for the doctor, or she's not as judgmental as me. And at the back of my head, I'm like, okay, she has OCD. I have already diagnosed the grandma beside me who was giving me so much cookies, which I couldn't say no to because you can't say no to grandma, right? So, wonderful as she is, I try to judge. Well, I don't want to use the word judge, but I try to diagnose them because I'm not doing anything. I'll be using Nude Nuance, which is my favorite from the Maybelline matte collection. I'll be using it as my cream blush. I've been using a lot of cream blushes, as you guys know. It makes you seem younger. It gives you a little color, and if you're at that certain age, you really want to try to avoid all of the dry makeup. You just want it to just add color to your face. Nude Nuance is a very nice peachy brown natural color. And I can just use my fingers again to give my face a little color. So I just use my fingers. Another interesting person I bumped into at my psychiatrist's office was this girl, cute, pretty girl around 19. Because she's also an adolescent psychiatrist. And she just said hi, started talking to me, and said she was there because she was confined for a couple of days because, sorry, I use a palette, because you know, she was going through a bad bout of depression and wanted to kill herself. In fact, she had slash marks all over her arm. She was self-harming and stuff like that. And all I could tell her was like, holy cow, you're young and you're gorgeous, and you shouldn't. She seemed like a very nice girl. I didn't want to give more advice because I'm not exactly a psychiatrist, so I just gave her a hug. And I started chatting with the rest of the people there. I don't know, maybe it's the ex-HR in me trying to process the things that's going on, and my boredom. So it's fun to be there. I don't need to be there all the time. They just check on me once in a while. Okay, I do not put concealer under my eye because I think it makes you look too made up already. What I do to make yourself look younger, see those red areas at the side of the eyes? Just use your brush, but just to kill the redness. So I have met good people, and they're my friends now, even the cookie sharing grandma. It's different when you have a condition not a lot of people see. They automatically, when they find out that you went to the psychiatrist, they say, okay, she's a nutbag. There's something wrong with her. She's depressed, she's crazy, she's schizophrenic. I mean, you meet a lot of people there, and they're normal like me. Well, I'm not normal, but they look normal. You can't see anything wrong with them. You interact with them like any other people and embrace how different they are from you. And you probably also have your own quirks anyway. I'll put a little at the bridge of my nose to pretend that I have a sunburn. And then, so brush your eyebrows up. This is my favorite and very hard to find Maybelline eyeliner. It's the Fashion Brow Cream Pencil, except it's some kind of gray color. I have very dark hair. I cannot deal with the brown hair color because my eyebrows are so dark as well. And they're so thick, I don't really need it. I just want to fill out the areas that are a little sparse or they haven't grown out yet. So the people you meet are very different. But they're different like you and me. And that's all there is to it. A psychiatrist is any other doctor. A neurologist is any other doctor. They just heal illnesses that can't be seen. Oh my god, I love this eyebrow pencil, promise. It's the only color I can find. I have tons. Every single brand, from high-end down to ever Bilena low-end, local, whatever. But this is the only one that I really love. So, I also hoard that. Then brush it up so that the product will blend in with your eyebrows. I have an eyebrow gel. It's clear so that my thick, really thick eyebrows stay in place. I bought this and I have tons of this. I have like 4 unopened ones. I bought this in Daiso. It's 60 pesos. Keeps your eyebrows up. Feels like glue. Just make sure you put it on after you do your brows. And since I'm having a very simple look, I'll put on eyeliner. This is the Maybelline Hyper Impact Liner. I like it because it looks like a Sharpie. And it's sharp. It's very easy to use. It has a felt tip. I will not wing it out really high. I am just going to have a baby wing. So let's let that dry a little before we curl and put on our mascara. So people who know me know I'm a little bit quirky, weird. That's nothing new. My neurologist said that I should just tell them that I'm special and I have superpowers. What he doesn't know is that I've actually been telling people that even before I found out. Oh my god, I let it dry, please. Even before I found out that I had epilepsy, I'll be like, you know what, I'm Supergirl or whatever. Again, this is the matte nude nuance. Since I'm still scared that my eyeliner is still wet, I think that's the problem here. Takes a while. I will introduce you to the Maybelline White Super Fresh. I only buy the small container or the refill because I put it in my bag, and the refill comes with a sponge. The nice thing about it is that no matter how much you sweat, oil does not come out. So again, since we have age concerns, by the way, Maybelline is not just for the younger ones. I just put it at the side of my nose to keep the shine away. T-zone, basically, here. So we're ready for our eyelashes. Maybelline is known for their mascara. I sometimes use both. This one for volume, which is the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express. And then I follow it up with a Lash Sensational to separate the lashes because I don't like clumpy spider lashes. So I've curled my lashes. I start off with the Rocket. This nice rubber brush. It gives you thick volume. I'm very particular about my lashes. I have very long strands, and sometimes some mascaras don't work on it. It doesn't stay up because they're long and thick and they droop down if the formula is not right. And I follow it up with this, which is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I heard it's one of their best sellers. I like it because it has this like curved thing there, and it separates your lashes. Do we like bottom lashes? Yes, we do. So you're never looking cute. And we're done. So this is makeup I wear to go out. I make it fast when I need to go to the doctor and just want to look healthy and not sick. And I like to thank Maybelline for their wonderful products. I love them. They're very affordable, and they're really not just for the young ones, but people our age, my age. Today is World Health Organization Epilepsy Day, so I hope everybody is aware about epilepsy and what the disease is about, what this chronic illness is about. And if you do have members of your family who have epilepsy or you want to talk about it, please do mail me. If you need support, mail me. If you need someone to talk to, I need someone to talk to as well. It's very difficult to find adults suffering from epilepsy, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys soon.